It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Installing the engine. It went pretty well. I mean, I made mistakes that, 16th here, 16th there, did matter on some spacing. So I had to redo that or do it and do it again, however you want to say it. But it is there, and it is not coming off without a socket set and a wrench. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the yellow Dune Cat on the Dune Cat frame. Because really, it's about time to do one of those things that needs to be done to go before I can move on to the next step. Okay. And that is to see which ones of these go on which side. And I think, if I remember correctly, I'll have to see them together here. I think this goes on this side. What I have to do, I don't know if I can get you a good shot of that, like I've given you a good shot at all. Oh my goodness, okay. What I need to do is, this is our mounting point. Or this is the interior, this is the out, this is the in. So I've got to take this and get it mounted here. And now I just realized that I need to see where the axle is. So let me put the axle back on, and then we'll worry about this. Actually, I was wrong. I forgot how I was going to put these, and it doesn't affect the axle at all the way I decided I was going to do it. Let's see. So this needs to be sitting in here. So this has to go on the inside. And I think if we go right there, it'd be nice to have, I don't think it even needs, it wouldn't be terrible to have a little twist in there, but I don't think it needs it. But I think if I weld that on there, I think I can then forcibly bend it. So I've made my marks. I think I'm going to weld it. It's going to be a little tight in there with that engine in there, but I don't necessarily have a choice. Probably ought to do both of them while I'm at it, do you think? I don't know. Might be worth checking it out. We'll try over here on the other side. This one, no. I think this one needs a little bend as well, which is not a big deal. Well, we get the idea. All right, I'm going to remove the body, and then I'm going to try and do a little welding, and then we may have to drill these holes and just mount it and see where we're at. Kind of exciting. Okay, I'm going to do it. Big progress here at Rob the Rebuilder World Headquarters. I did drill these holes, and don't think it didn't make me pucker up, boys. Going through that fancy new fiberglass. I put one there. Got one here. I haven't tightened them down or even really finished them. I just wanted that to hold in place so I could try these back here. And I've got them installed. I've got one on each side I need to go get. I forgot I needed 6. So I need to get 2 more of that size to put in there. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. The Dune yellow body. It's going to take it off. Then down here, I just welded the top. I just need to see where I was at. So I'm going to finish welding that, cut that tab off, do the same thing over here. And I think at that point, we'll be good to go in the house. I need to start thinking about things. My next step, actually. So that'll be a good place to stop for today. We got a lot done today. It's looking good. No need to push it. So let me do this real quick. Not too big of an update, but went and put some Rust-Oleum down. You're really not going to see much. I guess if you came up behind it, you might see this right here. But I don't know that a lot of that might not go away. I ordered some tires. So, there's some wheels. So, either they're going to fit within this right here. You know how this juts out. Or I'm going to have to cut where the axle ends and come across here like that. Just a little bit. Just to give it that extra space, inch or 2. So, maybe I painted it for nothing, but it's going to be a little more rust-proof because I used the Rust-Oleum. It looks real nice like that, doesn't it? Kind of looks cool. You know, like a dragster, really. But it's not. But we're making steps. I had to send back the steering because they didn't give us all the steering parts, as you recall from earlier. So we shall wait for those. And they made us send it back before they'll send us a new one. This may take a week. Anybody order cement? I don't know. Not me. Anyway. Dune Cat progress. Dune Dog progress. That is not what we're doing today. But look! Our old pal Travis, guy on the loud motorcycle, our pal, he said, hey, try these out. Pretty nice looking mag rims. They need cleaned up and everything. Tires hold air, but we'll probably get something new. But as we discussed earlier, we did run into that problem I thought we would. It's barely touching. Barely touching. A couple things may or may not have to happen. I mean, it's just barely rubbing. So really, all that matters is this point, because this point comes up and holds the dune body on. So we can cut a 90, well, I guess it'd be a 45, here, and come back to here. And then we would cut here, and come back to here. Make sure this stays on there and nice and stable. Should not cause any problem whatsoever that I can see as of now. There is some opportunities to adjust these guys, and I'm not so sure that I'm not going to put a plate. I've got some pretty big plate here. It's probably almost too big. I mean, it's probably ½ inch. But I can cut that down, and I could just put a plate under here that'll stick out a little bit here, and really don't need it there, but you get the idea. And then we can just, I don't know, it's got bolt holes, but for my taste, this isn't that thick to be putting bolt holes in. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? So I'm thinking that I will put that plate welded under here, give myself room for adjustment, and then we can, I wonder how far I could move that. Well, but then, you know, we could move this back and forth. If we move this far enough ahead, it would miss this. But I'm not so sure that that won't hurt the integrity of where the fenders go. I think I'm going to pop the fenders on here real quick, or the whole body, the Dune body on here, and see what we're working with. How does that make you feel? That's just sitting there. It has nothing to do with anything other than I thought it would be funny because it's such a small tire. That would be jacked up. That's probably a 13-inch tire. We're going to go with probably an 18 on the front. Back here, this is a, what is this? Does it say on there? Sometimes they're in. That's a 22. Okay, that's even kind of big. I'm probably got to go down to a 21. So, it's hard to tell with that angle, honestly. Let me put this up more realistically where it's going to be. That's a little more realistic. Not really, but I mean the frame's not going to be hanging down. It won't be quite that level, but we're just looking right now. We're just looking. So, because the distance here is going to be more, you know, like this one. It's going to be 3 or 4 inches off, it's all. But what we're kind of, sort of, oh, and this is forward. Okay. And I hate doing this like this. This is going to be about right there. I'm feeling down here where I've got these. They're pretty close right there as far as coming back, okay? So we look here. Let me get you back on this side over here. Shop is just full. That scared the you-know-what out of me. But anyway, that's where that's gonna sit. I don't feel bad about that space right there. I don't think I want to go any further forward. I could go a little further back maybe. I don't think it matters. But I think we're okay right there. I may go ahead and mark that off. Well, but we really don't know, do we? Because we have to see this coming up to see if that gets closer. Now, geez. That's why I don't work with these kind of things. But here I am. All right, another adjustment. Hey, look at this. So I think this is more realistic of where this will be sitting. This is a 22-inch tire. We will probably be running a 20 or a 21 at the most, probably. That's a pretty big tire for this machine. And I don't feel bad about how that looks right there. So I may not want to go as high as I think I want to go. Kind of reminds you of those 1970s. I forget what that cartoon was. That had a dune buggy in it. But anyway, I mean that's a nice stance right there, I think. We're not horribly far off. If you look at this space coming up here, it's good. Then as this rounds off, this goes up, which is part of the cool look. But I think we're fine right here. Because remember, there's no suspension on this. It's not gonna bounce. The whole thing's gonna bounce. This isn't bouncing into that, or that's not bouncing into that. Not gonna happen. It's not how it's designed. This is starting to look real nice. Real. This is a part of having it in here while you're working, not having enough room, get some little dings here and there. Oh well, what are you gonna do? It's gonna be used anyway. Okay, now we gotta compare this side to that side before I start marking things off. That's a pretty nice little sight right there. Anyway, here's what I did. I went ahead, instead of putting a plate on, I put another piece of that on. That plate was just too thick. So that's kind of what that looks like. Got it welded up nice. And then I hit this angle right here. No problems. I thought those actually do stick out too far, but they do fit inside of the wheel wells, and that's where they ride, so they're really not in the way. And this is out of the way now, because it was just barely rubbing, and you can see from here to here is about 2-3 inches, so it's way out of the way. And we're all welded up nice and tight, ready to get parts in. So now it's just a matter of me waiting on parts.